All right, look at this. Look what we've got in our hands right here. Some little critter friends. Well, happening this weekend, they're part of the Nashville ExoticPet.com, holding its annual expo at the state fairgrounds. And of course, they're making a stop at Fox 17 first. I think he's in Pred's pride right now.
Hey, we've got a critter, and that's definitely the right color for tonight. Joining us to talk about that expo, Mr. Brendan, Reptile Guy. Brendan, you brought some friends. Tell us about what you got in your hands and work your way across the room here.
Perfect.
Daniel Sullivan helping out as well.
Yeah, like you said, I'm Mr. Brendan with Reptile Guy. We do reptile-themed programming and educational workshops. So anything from birthday parties, Conquer Your Fear, Boy Scout, Girl Scout, 4-H, and even small classrooms. We'll have a live display set up at the fairgrounds this weekend. These are Madagascar hissing cockroaches.
Look how big
so
they
these are some of the largest cockroaches in the world. And
they get a lot of play in the movies, those guys.
Yeah, Fear Factors and movies. These max out around 4 inches and about another ½ inch wider. So this one is only about almost 3 inches, so they can get quite a bit bigger.
I think when I lived down in Florida, I had one of those in my bathtub.
Some, but not, yeah, these
I'm
ones
just
are
kidding.
only found in Madagascar.
No,
But
the ones I had were actually
they
palmetto
do
bugs,
hiss,
but they look like palmetto bugs.
So they're pretty cool.
They
And then you're holding Mel, and Mel is a citrus leatherback bearded dragon. So if you were to see a bearded dragon in the wild, he'd most likely just be browns and tans.
And very docile.
So
He's hardly made a move.
He's
yeah,
so
one of the
chill.
things with exotic pets, they're able to figure out some of the genetics and breed them to get different colorations and things like that.
That's neat.
So they are a basking lizard. If you do keep them in captivity, they do require special lighting. So they are a little bit more expensive. You're holding a more entry-level lizard, and that would be a leopard gecko. And you can see he's got his eyes closed. He's pretty nocturnal or crepuscular.
An entry-level lizard.
Yeah,
Look at that.
they're not a basking lizard,
Can you
so
see
they
that
don't
face?
require
Can
any
you see
extra
those
lighting.
eyes too? This one's very docile.
He
He's
is.
kind of
He's
moving
pretty
around a little
cool.
bit.
Yeah, so
but we've sort of made friends, and nothing untoward is happening over here.
Yeah, so
watch
they-
this. Watch this. Hey,
They're
buddy.
really beautiful
I
eyes.
know. Hey, buddy.
And then
Oh,
down
look
there
at
on the end, we have Mr. Freckles, and he's a red tail boa constrictor. He's 15 years old.
Wow.
He is 9.5 feet long.
Boy, that is so smooth.
And weighs about 28 pounds.
Hey,
Can
buddy.
I just interrupt for a minute? Daniel is one of
of
our
our
Fox
news
17 news photographers, and he volunteered to hold this big snake because the rest of us were kind of like, I don't know. He is also probably one of the bravest people in our newsroom.
I don't remember Brendan asking, but I would have said no.
Yes.
Yeah, I would have said I don't think so.
He's an Army soldier on top of being a Fox 17 news photographer.
These things are so not, you think, snakes are slimy or something. They're not slimy at all.
Reptiles
Cool.
are not slimy. Amphibians are slimy, but
Yeah.
reptiles are
But
very
Daniel's
smooth.
like, don't touch him and get him irritated,
Yes.
please.
They did there was a really cool study, and they had all these snakes climb trees.
Really?
And the red-tailed boa constrictor extruded, what is that word?
Extruded?
It used more than 5 times the force that it needed to.
Oh,
So it
wow.
either doesn't know how strong it is, or it does know how strong it is, one or the other. But
It likes
really
to flex.
strong. Yeah.
And this obviously is a well-fed animal, right?
Oh yes, yeah.
He's not looking to eat Daniel or anything.
No,
No,
not at all. Not
Yeah.
the right shape or size or smell.
What do these guys eat out of curiosity?
So he'll eat a 4 to 6 pound rabbit about once every 3 to 4 weeks.
Oh, no kidding. So just doesn't eat all the time. Yeah,
Nope,
wow.
so they have pretty slow metabolism. When they're growing, when they're little, they grow really fast and they eat a lot more.
Yeah.
But once they get to the age of 2, 2.5, their growth really slows down, and they eat a lot less.
And you're going to have these animals and many more out
Yeah,
at the
we got
state fairgrounds this weekend for the expo.
33,000 square feet of space, over 80 vendors, over 200 tables and spots sold. Very family-friendly event, only $2 to get in.
Is it tactile? I mean, can they touch, or are we getting to do something
Yeah,
people won't get to
there'll
do?
be some things that you can touch for sure. There'll
Okay.
be different fritters you can get your photo with. There'll be people selling stuff, all the supplies, birds. We've got some ring-tailed lemurs. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff. Anything that's legal to own in Tennessee, you could possibly see there. If it's not there for sale, we do invite people to bring their exotic pets as long as they're friendly, healthy, and good around large crowds. We'll have large crowds there.
I know there's a beauty contest for that. And
Yeah, this year we're doing something new on Sunday between 2 and 3. We're having an informational beauty pageant. And so if you I think the deadline's already passed to enter, but there'll
That's
be
all right.
people
Still
will have
something cool to see.
some of their critters, and they'll talk about them a little bit, and
I
then we'll
hate
let
to,
the
but we're
crowd
going to have to
vote.
leave it there and let folks check you out this weekend out at the State Fairgrounds.
Sounds
Mr.
good.
Brendan, thanks so much.
Yeah, you might see me again with my 5-year-old son.
There you go.
Definitely, definitely fun all the way around. Kids of all ages.
Thank you, Brendan.